Hi everybody, I'm doing my first video about Farrells. I said that I was going to start doing them when I started the program, and today was the first day. Actually, it was kind of day 0 because it was the orientation. So the orientation is required for everyone doing the program. You have to do the orientation before you can take any classes, and mine was today from 7 to 10 this morning. I didn't really know what to expect for it. They gave us a little handout when I signed up for the program, and it just says bring proper clothes for the picture, be prepared to do physical activity and run/walk 1 mile, rain or shine. So it says physical activity, but it doesn't really say what degree of physical activity, so I didn't know if we're just going to run or walk a mile and that's it, or if we were doing other things. So I'll talk a little bit about what we did first. We split up into our different class times. There's a class at 5:15, which is me, and there's a class at 6:15, a class I think at like 9 in the morning, and then maybe 2 classes in the evening, I'm not sure. But my group, we first went to have our photos taken. They do it like in a private room and everything, so that was fine. And then the next thing we did was a step test, and what that was they had like a 12-inch step, like on a riser, and we had to first take our resting heart rate, and mine was like artificially elevated because I was nervous or something, but then we had to step on and off the step to a beat. He had like a CD that he played. We did that for 3 minutes and then took our elevated heart rate, and it had to be below a certain number, which he didn't tell us what the number was because then I suppose people could lie or whatever, but it had to be below a certain number in order for you to go on. So they want to make sure that you're in relatively okay physical shape, I guess. Then after that we did measurements. They took left arm at the bicep, chest, waist, hips, and left thigh. And then they also weighed us and measured body fat with one of those handheld things that you hold out in front of you like this that are wildly inaccurate. But it's just a measurement. It's just a measure to see how you do in the middle and how you're doing at the end. So that was fine. Then we did some fitness tests. We had to do a sit and reach. We had the little contraption set up, and you just sat down, you know, with your legs out in front of you and reached as far forward as you could, and I got on that. I got 20.5 inches, and maybe it's 20.5 centimeters because inches, that seems like a lot. I'll have to look. Then we did push-ups, and we had to see how many push-ups we could do in a minute, and I did 38, and I was very happy with that. I had a general idea of how many I could do in a minute because I have been doing them for the past couple weeks or so practicing, and so my usual is like right around 35 or 36, so 38, that was great, I thought. Sit-ups, I have not been practicing, and I did 20 of those in a minute. I was pretty happy with all my results because we had a partner for these things, and my partner was a little 20-year-old, like she was like 5 foot tall, like 110 pounds, and I did better than her in all of these except sit and reach. She got 1/4 of a centimeter, I guess, more than I did, so I was pretty happy with that. And then we all came together again. We did the mile run, and I had my watch on, and it has a stopwatch, but I forgot to, well, I went to start it, and instead of hitting start, I hit something else, so it never started. But then we just ran a route that's around the place where we have the class, and my time was 9:25, and I have to keep in mind that in the past like 6 months I've probably run 10 times, and 3 of them have been this past week, so I haven't been running really at all. And so I was pretty happy with 9 minutes 25 seconds, and I'm a little skeptical as to whether it was actually a mile or not. I was thinking about wearing my Garmin so that I could see my pace, but I didn't want it to get stolen. I didn't know what you know, if there would be a place I could keep it that was secure or not. So I didn't wear it, and I might go actually to Google Maps and map out the route if I can remember it. It should be pretty easy, and just see how close it is to an actual mile, because there were 2 people who were right in front of me, and when we got done, I heard them saying they didn't think it was actually a mile either. So I don't know, it's just a rubric to score yourself, to see where you improve and at the end. So it's not overly important. I was probably in the top, definitely in the top half of the people finishing. A lot of people walked most of it. A few people walked all of it. And the highest time I heard was 18 something, and the lowest that I heard was 8 something, 8 minutes something. After that, we had to wait a while for everyone to finish, and then we went back in the main room, and we had like a little orientation session, just what to expect, what the program is like. We got this book, which is like the manual. It has all kinds of stuff in it. It has all things about the diet. It has details of all of the strength exercises, and it has a food log and an exercise log. It has some stuff about kickboxing technique, different stuff, workout log and food log. And then we also got our t-shirts, and this is what the t-shirt looks like. Or that's mine anyway. And then we got wraps and boxing gloves, and I don't have them here, but I'll show them later. We have to wear those for the kickboxing portions. So basically that's it. Every team has a coach, and or our time slots are our teams, and every team has a coach. And I don't think they're actually the instructor, but they are like to keep in contact you with email and phone, and you know, if you have any questions or just for support. I think that would be really helpful. So overall, it was fine. It was nothing to be afraid of. There were people of all different levels of fitness there. Everyone was really nice. All the staff was really nice, and there was a few people that are like on my team who I think will be that'll be good to get to know. And there's some good competition for the $1,000 prize, so we'll see. We'll see about that. There are a lot of younger people. This is a college town, so there are a lot of people who are on their summer breaks, and a lot of college-age kids. So there were some older people, though. I wasn't like the oldest person there or anything. But that's it, and I'm looking forward to starting it on Monday morning, and I will update probably not every day with a video, but maybe once or twice a week or so with a video about what's going on with it and sharing my progress. So I hope this was helpful or slightly interesting, and thank you for watching.